Exclusive: housing benefit freeze to plunge millions into rent arrears and homelessness. A devastating blow to vulnerable families across England is imminent. A government-imposed freeze on housing benefit, effective Tuesday, will leave millions teetering on the brink of homelessness and crippling rent arrears. This drastic measure, locking housing benefit rates until 2026, affects a staggering 5.7 million low-income households, a stark illustration of the widening chasm between affordability and reality in England's rental market. The chilling reality is this: last year, a paltry 2.5% of privately rented homes in England were even remotely affordable for those relying on housing benefit. This shocking statistic paints a grim picture of a system already failing its most vulnerable citizens, a system now facing a further, potentially catastrophic, blow. The decision, announced in the autumn budget by Chancellor Rachel Reeves, to freeze the local housing allowance, LHA, the very mechanism determining benefit entitlement, represents a monumental failure to address the escalating housing crisis. Instead of providing a lifeline, the government is effectively severing it, pushing countless families further into desperation. Imagine the daily struggle: parents grappling with impossible choices between feeding their children and paying rent, the constant fear of eviction looming large, the crushing weight of debt accumulating with each passing month. These are not abstract concerns. They are the lived realities of millions facing this imminent crisis. Charities across the nation are sounding the alarm, warning that the freeze will have a devastating cascading effect. Rent arrears will skyrocket, leading to an inevitable surge in evictions, leaving families with nowhere to turn. The already overflowing shelters will face unprecedented strain, while countless others will find themselves sleeping rough on the streets. This isn't simply a matter of numbers. It's a human tragedy unfolding before our very eyes. Behind every statistic is a family, a parent, a child struggling to survive in a system that has abandoned them. The freeze on housing benefit is not a pragmatic budgetary decision. It's a cruel and short-sighted policy that will have devastating consequences for generations to come. The consequences extend beyond individual suffering. The increased homelessness will strain public services, from emergency shelters to healthcare, placing an even greater burden on already stretched resources. The economic implications are equally significant, as families forced into destitution lose their ability to contribute to the economy. This is a crisis demanding immediate action. We need a government that prioritizes the welfare of its citizens, not one that willingly pushes them into poverty and homelessness. The voices of those affected must be heard, their struggles acknowledged, and swift, decisive action taken to prevent this humanitarian catastrophe. The time for empty promises is over. The time for meaningful intervention is now. The future of millions hangs in the balance.